So I get all my YouTube savings here, and that should do me well when I'm in Mexico. See you around. Well, I'm only a couple miles from Mexico, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of adventures await me there. Okay, I don't even hardly speak Spanish, but maybe I can take a crash course. Almost to Mexico, and a life-changing event. Okay, I made it to Mexico. Seriously, I'm in Mexico now. And once I go through those doors, the quality of my life is going to get better. So, full disclosure, folks, I went to NACO for some dental help. So this was only my second trip to NACO, and I forgot the building I'd gone into, and so I went in the wrong building. But a really kind lady, part of the staff there, said, "Hey, no, you're in the wrong building. The building you need is just up the street." So up the street I went. Dentistry in the United States is so expensive, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about health services here in Cochise County, and specifically in the Sierra Vista area. Medical-wise, very fortunate. There's Copper Queen Hospital in Bisbee, and it's absolutely excellent. And there's an outlying clinic in the Hereford area, and that's the one I go to. And also, if neither of those work for you, right in Sierra Vista proper is a very large modern hospital. So for many of us, when we decide, especially us seniors, to move off grid, that's a major concern. Personally, what I did is I just decided that I didn't want to be anywhere more than about 45 minutes away from medical help. And fortunately, I'm only about 30 minutes. Now let's talk about dentistry. So why did I choose to go to Mexico, and specifically to NACO, folks, for my dentistry needs? Really simple. Extremely cost effective. So I'm going to just post a few of their prices, and we'll compare to US prices. I know I would spend a long time talking about dentistry, but it's a super important topic. I did get major dentistry done at Pacific School of Dentistry in San Francisco, and they did fantastic work. And so I had root canals and fillings and a couple crowns and all kinds of stuff. And I can't remember the exact cost, but it was really low. Plus, I remember the student being super careful. So even though the Pacific School of Dentistry did phenomenal work, and I still left there with my mouth in really good shape, but with major gaps that could only be done by implants or partial dentistry plate, I think they're called, that kind of thing. So I thought, well, I'll get that done at some point. Never did. Over Christmas this year, I saw a chocolate brownie in my freezer. It was frozen. I'm like, who cares? I want that brownie. Chomped into it. Next thing, I just felt my mouth feeling a little odd. And the next thing I looked at, the tooth was laying on the top of the brownie. Anyway, now, yep, the hockey player look. So yesterday, I went to Maracas Dental in NACO, and the absolute super team there, the receptionist, Erica, super sweet, efficient, and the dentist himself, Dr. Martin is his first name, last name Maracas. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. Super helpful, super professional. I was back in that chair, and it seemed like not very long, and he had taken out the old tooth, put a implant peg, I call it a peg, because that's kind of what it looks like, into my jawline. Then a few months after that, I'll get a crown put in that will screw into that implant there, and I'll have a permanent tooth, and hopefully I'll have a pretty good smile. At least the start of one. I still got a lot of work left to do, but I have a plan for that. You folks are so kind just to watch the videos. What that does is, as I've said before, YouTube pays me. So I'm going to create now what's called Don's Dentistry YouTube Fund. And what that means is all the money I get from YouTube, I'm going to put aside until bit by bit I can afford to restore my whole smile. I am really looking forward to that. So that would be really fantastic. So one bit of a goof I made going across the border and leaving the U.S. Was emptying out these bags of cement that I got at Home Depot the other day. Because you can buy supplies in Mexico too. So the Homeland Security, Border Patrol, Customs officers said, "Hey, where did you get this cement?" And I'm like, well, I had it with me. So the good thing, the customs agents believed me, and there wasn't any issues at all, and I was able to come back to the U.S. without any problems. The whole journey to Mexico for me only took less than an hour. So now I want to take a little time to thank folks that have sent me gifts through my Amazon wish list. And fortunately, I've got that up running good now. I had some trouble for a while. Amazon does some weird things like refreshes it and doesn't tell me, and then it doesn't work. I don't get it. Anyway, now I check it often, and it seems to be working. So here we go. So some folks wanted to make sure that my feet were warm, so sent me lots of socks. And they're really comfortable for sure. They're some kind of padded socks, which are really nice. And I really appreciate getting these t-shirts from an anonymous giver. They'll come in real handy. Thank you so much. So the other cool thing was this Visa gift card, also from my Amazon wish list, and there was a note with it. Hi Don, my husband Dave and I really like watching your adventures. Thank you for sharing. Hope this helps you in your endeavors. From Annette and Dave. Thank you so much, Annette and Dave. It certainly will help me. Really appreciate it. And appreciate you watching the videos as well. So for those of you who've been watching my shed construction project, I haven't given up on it. I've been working away on it. I've got a lot of the foundation complete, and we're moving full speed ahead. So stay tuned. You might want to subscribe. Click the notification bell, because then you won't miss any of the videos. And I'll show you how I'm designing this really fun shed. I am so stoked about this thing. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks again.